Hello, welcome back to video 3. Here we're going to cover off a few of the buttons that we haven't talked through already, and we're also going to focus on holding and transferring calls, just to get you familiar with that. So I'm going to start by just showing you how the mute key works, the button down the bottom here. So I'm going to put a call into Jim's phone, answer that call. You can see nice and clearly when they're on mute, and again nice and clearly when they're off mute. Of course, when they're on mute, do keep in mind you're switching your microphone off in your handset so they hear complete silence. Try to get into the habit of using the hold key as opposed to the mute key when you're going to be leaving callers on mute for a while, because what will happen is because they won't hear a thing, they may think they've been hung up on, which of course we don't want. The buttons on either side of the mute key are the volume controls, and they'll change function depending on what you're doing on the phone system. So when the handset's down, I can turn the ringer volume up and down. When I'm speaking to somebody on the handset, I can use it to turn the microphone volume in the handset up and down. And then of course when I'm on hands-free, I can do the same by turning the speakerphone volume up and down. Hands-free buttons there. Press it once to turn it on, once to turn it off. All of the handsets in the range have speakers and mics in, so you can use full hands-free on any of the users. Right, let's talk about holding and transferring. So we'll start with the easier of the two, holding a call. I'm going to pop a call in, answer that call from Mark, want to put him on hold, press the hold key. I can then hang up my handset, go away, find the files that I need to answer the caller's questions. When I want to come back and retrieve the call, I can see line 1 up the top's flashing here. I simply press the flashing light, pick my handset up, I'm talking to the caller again. Nice and straightforward. Again, pop that on hold, press the button to retrieve the call. Lovely. Okay, so that's holding call, nice and straightforward. Let's now focus on transferring. Now when we transfer calls, there are two ways of doing it. We can do a screened transfer where you announce to the person you're transferring the call to that you have a call for them, and there's an unscreened transfer where you just send it straight through to their extension. So we're going to start with the unscreened transfer. So again, going to pop a call in, answer that, press the transfer button. I'm going to transfer this call to Ian over here. So I'm going to type in Ian's extension number 1002 and transfer. Says transfer success. That call's now gone immediately to Ian. So when Ian answers this call now, he's actually answering the call directly from the caller and not from you. So that sent the call straight through. Okay, other type of transfer would be a screened transfer. So we will answer that call. Still going to press the transfer button. Still going to type in Ian's extension number 1002. This time we're going to press dial. So Jim is now talking to Ian. Jim can say, "Hi, I've got Mr. Smith for you." Ian says, "Yes, I want to take that call." And then all you do is you press the transfer button and the call then completes. So that call is now gone. One thing it is worth knowing is what would happen if I was transferring that call through to Ian and Ian said he didn't want to speak to that person. So press the transfer button, type in Ian's extension number 1002 and dial. Ian answers, says actually no, I really can't speak to that person at the moment, so he's going to hang up on us. But we can see the call is still on hold on line 1. So when I want to pull that call back, I just press the line 1 button, I'm talking to the caller. If you ever think you've lost a call, keep an eye on what these lights are doing, because this is where your call will end up. Okay, so that covers off the basics. We've talked about the volume controls and the mute. We've talked about holding and transferring calls. Hopefully you found that useful. We'll produce more videos in the future which will go through some more advanced features, but certainly from day one that should give you enough information to get yourself up and running. Of course, if you do have any questions, just drop a support ticket into us at support@cobalt.so. We'll be happy to answer your questions, or if it's just a simple question, how do I do something, give us a call on 01392 662 600.